Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now, let's just get into it. Now, before I get into my video, I want to thank Sherry White, Austin Lamar, and Damon McGuire for donating to the page. I appreciate everything. Now, Michigan played Rutgers today. It was 52-0. And before I say anything about this game, let me just... Rutgers ain't that good, y'all. So they're just not that good. So everything comes with a grain of salt because they're not that good. They're not a good team. They're probably the worst team in the Big Ten. Probably one of the worst Power 5 conference teams. So I'm just going to run over a few stats and I'm going to get into what I want to talk about like always. So Shea Patterson was 17-23 with a TD, 73%, 276 yards, 1 pick. Christian Turner was 11 carries, 48 yards, a TD, and Hassan Haskins had 45 yards. All the receivers, all the top 4 receivers had like 50, 60, 50 to 80 yards almost. So Nico got a touchdown early, Ronnie, Tariq, DPJ, all those guys had something good. But this game really just... It was what you would expect, but given how we've played, you didn't know what to expect because we haven't played well really all season. Shea really hasn't played well. This was probably Shea's best game since sometime last year, since probably before the Indiana game or something like that. Like, he hasn't played well in a long time. So it was good to see Shea get some type of rhythm. The offensive line gave him time. We still couldn't run the ball. We still couldn't run it. But, I mean, they had 50, 60 yards. What? Turner had 48. Hassan had 45. It was like 4 or 5 yards a carry. That's not going to get it done. But as I said in a lot of my other videos, this ain't a running team, y'all. This team is built to pass. So that's just what it's going to be. When we play Iowa, Michigan State, and all these better teams, it's going to be on Shea. That running game is not going to be there like that. It's just not this year. So we might as well stop hoping the running game is going to be like that. This is one of those years where the passing game is going to have to carry the team. That's just how it is. But Shea looked good for the most part. He did his thing. He had some nice passes, some nice little rollouts and stuff. He still does some stuff that I don't care for. Like he doesn't keep the ball enough on the read, and some of his throws are a little too high. But you could say it's nitpicking, but you can have a 15-yard throw to where he has to catch it and go out of bounds, or a 15-yard throw where you lead him perfect and he can run up the sideline. Like that Nico out route, he threw that perfect. So Nico was able to catch it and turn upfield. You can go to that Ronnie Bell throw where Ronnie had to go up high for it and come down and get his feet down and go out of bounds. If he throws that ball better and throws it more precise, Ronnie Bell can catch that and run up the sideline. So it's just little things I see. Because against good teams, those are difference makers into touchdowns and field position. But this was a good game to get our feet back up under us. To get confidence. Shea get his confidence back. The offensive line get their confidence. Even though Rutgers doesn't have a pass rush, even the announcers were saying Rutgers doesn't have any elite pass rushers. So Shea kind of had all day to throw the ball. Let's see. Joe Milton got in. He was like 3 for 4 for, I want to say like 50 some yards and a touchdown. Joe looked good. Joe's got a cannon. And I mean, Joe's getting a lot of people want to see Joe start. And honestly, I can't blame him. If I'm looking on the sideline and I'm struggling and I see that freak of nature, or I look over and I see a freak of nature 6'5", 200 and something pounds, mobile, and has a cannon, me being a quarter coach, it's gonna be just a matter of time before I say, go on, get in the game and let me see what you can do. Because that's a grown man. He don't even look like he in college. He look like he ready for the NFL. How the size he is, but I mean the offense. Shea had about four touchdowns, 3 on the ground, but it's Rutgers, so we don't know how we gonna play against good competition. So this was just a confidence builder. I'm not gonna come on here and poo-poo whatever because we've been playing bad. I'm just happy to see us play good and dominate a team we're supposed to dominate. Because even Middle Tennessee, we dominated them, but we didn't look that good doing it. Now, onto the defense. McGrone, he looks good. He needs to, even when the starter comes back, he needs to be playing. He's fast and plays sideline to sideline. I like him. He needs to be in the game. Definitely. But the defense, I mean, they pitched the shutout, but it's Rutgers. Rutgers is they just trash. I mean, I don't know they're just a bad team. So it's hard to critique what you do against them. But the defense shut them out. I mean, a shutout is a shutout, but there's still some mistakes that I see that have to be the D-line alignment. I still don't like it. I'm still seeing big gaps before the ball is snapped. I'm still seeing these big gaps and I'm not sure what's going on with the alignment because usually your middle linebacker or one of your linebackers lets the D-line know when they need to move over or pinch or whatever. Like they kind of tell them how to adjust. So I'm not sure if that's Don Brown or if the linebacker doesn't know. I'm not sure which one it is. Maybe it's both. But it ain't much to say about this game. I mean, it ain't much to say. We dominated them, and it's Rutgers. It's Rutgers. So I'm not sure what to say. All I can talk about is Shea right now. Shea, he still looks at receivers a little bit too long when he has checkdowns. He looks downfield so long. He almost got strip sacked again. He barely got it off. I'm not sure if he saw that guy coming, or if he just timed it right at the perfect time. But he's just looking a little too long when there's a check down right there. And you can get away with that stuff against Rutgers, but you're not going to be able to get away with it against Iowa and Michigan State, Penn State, OSU, all these teams, Notre Dame. Like, you're not going to be able to get away with that stuff. He doesn't keep it on the read. He's got to. If we want, I've said this before. If we want to have a decent running game and we're running out of the spread, Shea has to keep that ball on the read. He has to start keeping it more, not just in the goal line situations, but often. You have to set these plays up. You have to set it up. The quarterback takes it. Okay, now I'm watching for the quarterback. Okay, the running back takes it this time. The quarterback takes it this time. The quarterback takes it this time. The running back, to where you can't get a bead on what we're trying to do. Like, I don't know if the quarterback's going to have it or the running back. Right now, he never keeps it until the goal line. So during 20-yard line to 20-yard line, he's just going he's going to give it to the running back. So, I mean, it's on him. It's on Shea to open up this running game by keeping that ball. Another thing with the offense is when that jet sweep comes, I'm so tired of, I can't stand to see a jet sweep come and you never give it. You never give it. If you never give this jet sweep, they're never, what am I respecting it for? You never give it to them. You have to set these plays up to maximize future plays. So when that jet sweep comes, you need to give it to him. You need to give it to him. Okay, now when the jet sweeps come, they're watching it. You got dudes missed, just like Wisconsin did last week. They ran the jet sweep. Sometimes they just gave it to Jonathan Taylor, but the jet sweep came. But since they've given it to him or not given it to him, our defense is watching it. It's watching it. If you never give it to him, what am I watching it for? You never give it to him. After a certain amount of time, it's obvious you're not going to give it to him. He just running the jets. He just coming across. You got to give it to him on that jet sweep, and it's going to help your running game. So between Shea and the misdirection on the jet sweep, those are things that can open up the running game that Gaddis has to I don't know if it's just Michigan. We always, for the last, since Jed Fish left, we never give on the jet sweep. We never give it. We just have him run by, and we never give it to him. Only time we did was with McCaffrey the first game. We haven't seen it given to him anybody else. Really? That's the guy you choose to give it to on the jet sweep. McCaffrey. Come on. But besides that, and I'm just looking to the future, y'all. I'm not trying to nitpick this game, but honestly, I have to because I know what we got ahead of us. I think more like a coach than just a regular fan. So I know what we need to do to get that running game going. And it's little things we're not doing in an offense like that you should be doing, that you need to do to make it click all the way. We want it to hit on all cylinders. We got the pass game going, but the running game was So besides that, the defense is just, we're going to have to wait and see on the defense if they're going to be in the right positions and play with more passion. We're just going to have to wait and see because Rutgers, they're just a bad team, y'all. So you can't take much out from it. So that's just what it is. We got Iowa next week. So I'll probably do a video in a couple days and talk about that, and that'll be what it is. So, as always, like, share, subscribe. Go Blue.